Welcome to part 2 of our market research series. If you haven't watched the first video, let me recap very quickly what we're doing here. So, this product is an electrolyte, and the challenge is I will I I've tasked myself to find a winning angle, winning market for this product before doing any research. So we will do live research, and the value I believe in these videos is just me testing and failing on different ideas about what could make this product a winner. So this is me jumping in while editing. I haven't really add proof. So let me just do that very quickly. Today, last 7 days. This is one of my stores. Very quickly, I don't want to bother you. Last 30 days, and yeah, I hope that's enough. So, if you're in gym, you know what electrolytes are. Basically minerals. And most of the time you need these minerals when you sweat a lot and you lose water. Otherwise you will be dehydrated and you will feel fatigue, headaches, different symptoms, different problems. And yeah, let's get down to it. The last session we had found, I have here summarized the last session. The last session we have found that more water doesn't fix dehydration. That's a big leap for me because I thought water like naturally fixes dehydration, right? But dehydration exists. Let me do it like this. Dehydration exists in different components, right, Claude? What are different types of dehydration? Like when people say dehydration, what does it really mean? So let's ask that. Into a nuance that most people and most market commonly dehydration actually a wake umbrella term that gets thrown around without precision. Exactly. Isotonic dehydration. You lose water and electrolytes in equal proportions. Sweating, diarrhea, and vomiting. So this is also a big one. Diarrhea. If someone has chronic diarrhea or like frequent diarrhea, they will be vulnerable to this problem. So I actually forgot to get my research file. Let me do that very quickly. Blah 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 blah. Workday. Yes. So let's get this asshole here. This one, left, right, you here, you here. Yeah, that is way better, I guess. So these, this was our last, like what we found. Potential angles, potential desires, blah 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 blah, and basically the goal of this research file is just to organize what we found through AI, through ad library, through Amazon, through reviews. Today I will likely look at the reviews more, but I want to first look at this. Isotonic dehydration, hypertonic. You lose more water than electrolytes. Water loss exceeds electrolyte loss. Happens with excessive sweat without replacing fluids. Diabetes insipidus. Diabetes. Mm, diabetes. That could be an interesting one because I do know that with diabetes, it's a blood sugar sickness. I don't really know how it works, but I have heard that diabetic people are sensitive to blood pressure changes, and so I think it's worth noting. So I will note this not as a potential angle, but potential interesting personas to research. All right. Yes. So also let's organize here a bit. Okay. Let me put my webcam here, so I think that's way better. Well, so you can see here. So hypotonic dehydration. You lose more electrolytes than water. This is what's happening to heavy caffeine users. Hypertonic electrolytes exceeds water loss. So, context, if you don't know me, I'm a high caffeine user, like with high I mean 400 to 900 milligrams a day sometimes. And I just learned last session that caffeine users, if you're using heavy caffeine, you're losing too much electrolytes if you're using too much caffeine, because caffeine is diuretic. You'll pee more, but pee more is not just losing water; it's also losing electrolytes. So I said last session, I will buy an electrolyte for myself, and I did it from this brand. This brand with sodium, potassium, magnesium. I'm using it for around 2, 3 days right now, and I don't really notice anything, but I will keep using it to just test it. But yeah, this was the biggest thing we discovered, because there's a lot of people in the US or in the world in general that drink coffee daily, and a portion of those people experience dizziness. I don't know, jitterness, like anxiety. I don't know, a lot of problems that can be linked to dehydration. So I thought to myself, let's note that. I did it. So external dehydration, external, not enough fluid in the bloodstream, dry mouth, dark urine, headache. Yeah, dark urine is also a big one. Also, from this, I have forgot to note this, beliefs. Green means dehydrated. The reason I note this is because I had this belief also, and I still have it, because it's the most hammered insight from doctors and like health marketing, that if you have dark urine, you're dehydrated. So I think we might need to walk around or just align that belief with the beliefs we need. But that will come next. But there's also intercellular. Yes, some don't have enough water inside them. You can have normal or even high blood film, light colored urine, peeing constantly, no drama, but your cells are still hydrated. This is the critical insight. Because without electrolyte, water stays in your blood and gets peed out of the nitrogen cell, what's really happening to heavy caffeine users. Caffeine triggers your kidneys to dump sodium and potassium. That is the diuretic effect, we know. You feel thirsty and tired, so you drink more water, but most people think that just drinking water is enough. The water deletes your ordeal, blah 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 blah. Your cells can't pull water in. When you pee, you lose even more electrolytes. So when you're drinking more water, you lose more water. So what actually means to different people? Blah 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 blah. Okay. 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 Now, uh, first video we focused on a lot of AI research. The reason for this is because we don't really know a lot about this market, and if you don't know a lot about this market, like not even a lot, just if you don't have basic knowledge, you don't know what to research. You can read mindless reviews. But now, if we go here and we click on one of this, and now we're gonna read this, and now we're gonna see, oh, that's why it says shift workers. Oh, that's why this makes sense. Oh fuck, I need to log in. How should I do that? Fuck. Let me fix that really quick. So, I have finally fixed my account. And yeah, let's get down to it. Reviews, Timo reviews. Vibration, I use it extra during and after exercise. Okay, this is not our avatar. We don't like, let me note that. Actually, it's the most important part. Don't ignore any exercise. Sports. The reason we want to do that is because this product's main appeal is already for the sports and exercise. And if you know market sophistication, you understand that if we go after the same people, we will be swimming in the red ocean. And the red ocean is simply that we're no different than any other brand that's marketing this product. We want to be different. That's why we're doing this much research. That's why I found the caffeine angle. That's why I'm making this much notes, so I can understand how to be different. All right. Post exercise, no. LMT, this is other product, no. All right. And the thing is, a lot of these reviews you will see will actually be not useful. The reason for this is because most people are lazy, and most people don't take the time to actually note and write what actually made them buy. But this person is a G because she's told us she was pregnant. So this is interesting. Pregnant, obvious, it's not man. Okay, and continue to use them when breastfeeding. And I need a quick hydration boost. Okay, this could be an interesting one when breastfeeding. Um, hydration support support. I know this video is pretty boring. It's boring AF. I'm not gonna even put music on it. That's how boring I want it to be because the boring tasks make you money. That's delicious. Really help with my workout recovery. Is total game changer. Okay, workout recovery. Ignore that. I drink a packet with water. It gives me added energy. Added energy. Good. Yeah, every morning. Why? I don't know. And a great insight, I think most people don't even know, is if you click on these profiles, if you go here, you'll see other products they buy. So, for example, the other woman said she was pregnant, right? If we know she's pregnant, we can also go in our profile and check what other products she buys. This will give us more insights and more, like, basically insights in her mindset and just what she will buy. So, dementia patients. My husband has dementia. What's this? Oh, there's a whiteboard. Okay. Okay. Dementia. I'm noting this not because I saw it on this product, but because this product could have bought electrolytes for his husband too, because I do know from experience that dementia people forget to drink water. And if you forget to drink water, you can also be low in electrolytes, so that could be an angle. But yeah, um, also the thing I'm gonna focus on is I want to uh, I want the product to work for people. I don't want them to feel like they've been scammed or like bought something they don't use. And the most important factor I know with this is like we want to optimize our LTV, right, or lifetime value. So people set up subscriptions and buy over and over again. The most important factor is that they like the product. They like it, they want to use it, and it works. I'm using this, and it doesn't really taste nice. Like it's decent, but I wouldn't really want to use this the rest of my life, you know. So that will be that will be the most important part, if after we've found the winning angle. So here, here, I will not buy this again as I don't like the blood orange flavor. Yeah, so the flavors are important. Within the warmth of southern Italy, keep me hydrated in the warmth of southern Italy. Okay, so this tells me people about the travel to a hot country. Because most people are informed, I do believe that hydration is important, but what they're not informed about is electrolytes. So that would be an important one. Okay. Taste not the best. Or awesome, blah, blah, blah. Energy. Okay. People comment on energy, so I'm gonna note it as the thing, as a desire. I only note it as a desire if I see it over and over again. If I see it one or few times, it could be like a low-key benefit. But the main reason this person bought this product was energy, likely. Okay, you bought it for energy, right? For what else do you buy? Okay, that's this one. It's this. Okay, this will be interesting. Decent, but not for me. Well, also electrolyte. Okay, there's a different electrolyte brand. So, okay. This is also electrolyte? No, this is something else. Honeycomb. What the fuck is this? Oh, it looked like electrolyte package. Okay. Okay, she has a logo. Okay. Okay. Next, I love all these flavor. Okay, my husband and I. Um, but I will note it as an angle. As wife buying for husbands. I see this happening over and over again. By the way, and the reason for this is because like the wife buys for husbands for most products because wives and like just women in households make the most health purchases. Like look at your own mom. She likely buys the most supplements. She likely buys the most health products in the house, and this has been proven with research. And yeah, it's important to like have that in the back of our minds. Okay. No, 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 no. Good price, blah blah. Okay. Part of my recovery is this about gym? Likely it is. Okay. No artificial junk. Okay. I don't want to forget that. Yeah, just copy paste it. When you sweat a lot in the gym, people sweat a lot in the gym. That's exercise. I don't want to go after that. You can't be too big as it's like the not favorite break, blah blah blah. I've been very tired after heavy workouts. Very tired. And what you do is you change this to after work. Very tired. XYZ. That's not really a desire, but yeah. Um, we feel terribly nauseous. I had the same experience with this one. I had the same experience with this one. I kept feeling nauseous, but if you drink more, like there is an adjustment period, I think. Mm. Most people comment on the product. I want to know why you bought it in the first place. Okay, here. Finally, someone heard me. Aaron Keenan. If you're watching this, chances are likely not, but thank you. It helps me stay hydrated and prevents headaches. That's what you want. He wanted. Aaron is a male name, by the way. Prevents headaches. She will say problems as well. Sure, 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 sure. Headaches. Because it makes sense. If someone gets occasional headaches, yeah, headache is likely one of the top symptoms. Let's ask Claude that very quickly. How common is headache on people who are dehydrated? Come on, wow. Brands. The thing is, our unique positioning will be that the ingredients are like explicitly selected for what they need. Because like if you're going after non-training people, you need to think about their needs. So that will be our differentiator, like solution differentiator. Okay. Now, if this person is aware, like this one is a big important learning moment, I believe, because if you read it correctly, you'll see that this person is aware that they need to replace lost salts. This is the key phrase. Most people are not aware of this. They think drinking water is fine, but this person knows they need to replace lost salts. So I will note that as well. No, Aaron, by the way. Okay, one buy. Wow, buy again. This is better. Sure. Salty health boosts energy level and hydrates. By the way, energy boost doesn't mean shit. By the way, like if your ad starts with this product gives you energy, that's full of shit. And the reason for that is how many ways do you think there are to boost energy? Like I know endless. You can exercise, you can fix your diet, you can get caffeine, energy drinks. I don't know, so many stuff. So why does your version specifically gives energy? And our whole argument is if you're dehydrated, you will feel tired because your body needs these electrolytes and all these mechanisms, like technical explanation, that convinces them that this product will give them energy. But if you start with energy, you'll be fucked. You need to start with something else. You need to start with their state of mind. Cramping. Okay, interesting. My wife really likes the value. Wow, your wife really likes the value. That gives me a lot to work. I wouldn't know what I would do without this comment. Like, okay, let's note it. Uh, we'll be buying again. Esta masa. Thank you. The packaging's failure. Okay. It's my daily routine. This person likely also buys sport products. Mm-hmm. Not really. Recovery after workouts. Helps with recovery. That's the key phrase. Helps. It helps. But that's not really marketable. And what do I mean with that? Okay. Very common. It's side effect of headaches in approximately 1 in 10 who get chronic headaches. Oh, it's likely underreported because most people don't make the connection, especially. Um, the thing is, he says don't make the connection, but there is no evidence for this claim. Like he says this because he wants to sound. Let me just explain it. You're saying it's likely underreported because most people don't make the connection, but have you actual evidence? Like, do you have actual evidence to back this claim up? Because I do think you're biased uh, as a marketer to see that connection. Like, you want them to not make the connection so you can write a copy that makes the connection. Do you get me? So please be honest and don't say things, don't hallucinate, don't make things up. Just tell me what you think, and if there's no evidence, just say that as well. I've seen this happening so many times now. I need to just say it. Otherwise, it will just say stuff. Okay, we have evidence. People make it okay. I don't actually for the element is not based on marketing logic, not data. Exactly. Actually, dehydration rates exist and are documented in medical literature inside where people okay. But I don't know. Okay, well, 1 in 10 number is actually low due to underreporting. I have no idea what I actually think. People who do make the connection, they get a headache, drink water, it helps. They know they already had most. This probably get it. Okay, they export attribute them to other causes. Okay, okay, okay. This is why you can't rely on AI because he will say shit just to help the user, and the user in this case is me. He will say this because he believes it will help me, but it doesn't really help me. This is why you need to research it manually because AI doesn't really know what to look for. And honestly, you also don't know it. Like me, I also don't know it. I also don't know what to look for. But like when you're looking, you get these ideas. For example, I saw cramping, I saw this one, and later in the sessions, like later in next videos, We will be researching this one to really know, is there even a market for this product, and who is this person specifically. But the AI don't get that. AI just says, oh, let's market it to this person because it's interesting. LMNT, this one is like the biggest brand. Keep seeing this name. 50K bought. That's a lot. On Amazon, 50K is a lot. And yeah, okay. Ingredients look fine. But this brand wins because of the ingredients. Because the people buying are highly aware what sodium does, what potassium does, what magnesium does. They've watched a few videos. Likely this brand has also. I also want to look at their ads. I actually made a tab for that. No. Competitors. Fuck you. Competitors. Sure. Sure. 47K reviews. Okay, that's crazy. That's crazy. Look at all these stories. Daytime, morning. Oh. We have some crazy sauce here. Okay. Are they expensive? Yes. Are they worth it? I think so, yes. I know it's the flavor themselves, the sweetener. Okay. All right. Let's look where the real value here is. Gatorade is another brand, by the way. Also an electrolyte brand. Really popular in the USA. It tastes like mango. The biggest thing is the stevia. What's stevia? Oh, I do remember we have commented on this before. I remember this from the last research that I have commented that stevia. Oh yeah, here. Because these people are highly informed about artificial BS ingredients, and they don't want to hear that. Sure. Okay. Okay. This is the real value here. So, this person has a new medical situation and one that would not spike insulin, likely diabetes. And we had already commented here. I'd like to hear this because, like I said before at the start of the video, there's a lot of diabetic people that have insulin issues, but also are sensitive to electrolyte changes. So that could be an interesting target. It has been 30 minutes, likely 20 minutes uh, till now. We'll continue for another 10 minutes because I do want to not write copy until I've done 5 hours of research. And the reason for this target is because I don't feel knowledgeable enough to. I don't really know what to say to make people buy because I don't know who to go after. There's a lot of potential candidates here. We don't know who's the best, who has the most potential, who's the most easiest to convert. And yeah, if I don't know that, I don't know what to write. So 4 to 5 grams, damn. Daytime morning fatigue. Okay, morning fatigue, which I never realized could be due to salt, but makes a lot of sense since all over. Okay, here you see a problem, and then you see an explanation why they think the problem can be solved with electrolytes. AI chatbot on how to make this at home. I see this happening over and over again on my ad comments on like social media. Everyone is using AI, and the thing with AI is very generalized. It doesn't have specific information. It tries to be helpful, but many people do think AI helps, but actually AI is trying to help you, but it doesn't really help you always. So be careful with that, even with marketing, personal life, etc., etc. Okay, they're not recommended for pregnant women. Okay, second one, pregnant woman. Pregnant woman. Like these are like top two candidates right now in my mind. Dementia maybe, but for dementia I would like to sell another thing, not electrolytes really. Like I want to sell something that makes drinking water easier or like faster. This one is interesting, but I would like that. I don't really think there's a lot of people with this demographic, like this characteristic, so that limits our market size. But these two are the biggest. Like especially this one is crazy, crazy, crazy. So pregnant woman, no sugar, blah blah blah. Okay, great option for workouts, busy days. Okay, this is just random stuff. Stevia, blah blah blah. Great for pregnancy. Again, pregnancy. Pregnancy. The thing is, I do believe that there is a few brands likely already targeting this persona. And how do I know that? It was too easy to find. Like the first few reviews I have read was pregnant woman, and I'm not the only one who does research this way. There like other brands also do research this way, and they have access to the same data. So that would be something to note. Hmm. That's the main appeal. Energized, which is the whole point of a drink like this. All right, on a hike last year, I generally hate electric, but why? I remember being shocked that it was downright delicious, and then I forgot about it. Oh, they hate it because it tastes likely. Oh, by the way, I've heard, I've watched a video yesterday about sleep optimization, just for myself because I do sleep like shit, and I had like a crazy schedule. Like I slept in the day and like was awake all night. I fixed that last month, and I've learned that the main reason we keep waking up at night is likely peeing or like if your pillow is not comfortable. So I bought this pillow, and main reason for that is like I said peeing, right? And I thought to myself, sorry, let me re-say that. I watched the video like sleep, right, and I saw that people use salt tablets, salt tabs, this one, to avoid what the fuck, to avoid waking up to pee. And the mechanism behind this is if you eat salt before bed, what tend to happen is that your body is holding water longer. So I would like to ask this AI, so because I'm explaining it so shittily. So I've discovered yesterday that salt taps help you wake up less to pee because because it makes you hold water longer. How true is this, and is the same thing true for electrolytes? The main reason this matters is because I would like to position this product as a way to stop waking up and help like get better sleep. There's actual truth, but limits what that's real from what's pro science. How makes it okay? Yes, it's psychologically real, but the mechanism matters. With adequate sodium and electrolyte, your body retains water more effectively in your cells and tissues. Your kidneys don't need to dump excess fluid as aggressively. You're maintaining better fluid balance overnight. Okay, okay. You're chronically sodium depleted. Speak allows your body to actually hold water. Same with all extra. Mostly yes, but sodium is the main driver. Okay. Nighttime urination. Oh, okay. Or sodium depleted. Okay, okay. Um, wake up to pee at night. Do it for heavy caffeine users. Also, I keep seeing you referencing my main market, which is caffeine users. Please don't do that. Just answer my question and don't keep bringing up past discussions and past knowledge. Keep each interaction like as unique as possible, please. The reason I say this is because if you understand how AI works, this shit works with tokens, and tokens is basically it makes all of these answers based on randomness and potential probability. So when that happens is like if you feed it like the things you feed up here will be carried through the whole chat, and I don't want that because those things can be wrong, or maybe I want to change something, and I hate that from AI. So that's a business idea for someone watching. If you can make an AI that doesn't do that, that will be highly appreciated. So, okay, look at here. I remember being shocked when I until getting pregnant was with hydration. Pregnant, struggling with hydration. Okay. Um. Yeah. Actually, it's still this one. Okay. It says in 30 minutes. I will continue a bit more. A bit more. Actually, I'm thinking maybe I should do this as a live stream. But there's not a lot of people like it's not worth it, I think. Mm. Oh, oh. Okay. This taps into the new moms' desire to just feed their kids, which is one of the most powerful drivers of purchase behavior. So, okay. Do electrolytes help with making more breast milk for new moms? Let's just think: is there a credible evidence and mechanism that this is possible? This is also interesting. This is very interesting. Weak to non-existence. Dehydration can reduce milk supply. Okay, may need more fluids. Hmm. Okay. He says there's no enough evidence, but from here I see he doesn't have like he hasn't used web research to research this actually. So he's basically repeating what I said earlier about don't make any wrong claims. So this is why you can't rely on AI. Uh, long hikes, heavy feeling. Okay, this is just okay. Okay, longer, steady energy. I do notice it, by the way, from this. I feel more energetic right now, and I usually like I just actually woke up, and usually after like sleeping, I woke up. I wake up every morning tired, and at this point, I really believe it's my weight. and my diet. But after using this, I see improvements. So the energy benefit is real. I can personally say that. But it's not really marketable. Like, I wouldn't buy this to energy. This is what I mean. I wouldn't buy this for energy. I bought this to test out my theory on video one, and I feel it. I feel it. And also crabs. So, oh, this is interesting. People who fast because, okay, fast. The reason this matters when fasting is when you're fasting, you're not getting electrolytes, but still losing water, etc., etc. So the mechanism is real. We've also seen this in the start of our chat. The CDT. Okay. Divide. What is this? Let me turn it in English. Okay, so this person is a hiker. So hikers, that still falls into exercise actually, but it's more like a sport. I'm gonna note it. I'm gonna note it because at this point I've seen it too much to the point where I think it could be a potential persona. These are likely problems with other products. These aren't likely. I don't think these are the problems she experienced. These are the problems he or she experienced with other electrolyte brands, if I'm reading it correctly. Yeah. All right. People who work in warm environments. Like so much gold here now. CDT. CDT. Mostly through walking, hiking. Okay, you lost weight. Okay. Hiking, walking. That's one reason why you can do hiking to lose weight. Interesting. Low calorie electrolyte makes enough helped, blah blah blah. To lifestyle trouble, feet and leg cramps, and none have helped. Okay. Feet and leg cramps. So we'd already had cramping, but I'm gonna add feet cramps and leg cramps to this list because it's like specific. Uh, calf spasms. Okay. Damn, this is what happens if you're writing with a gaming keyboard. I hate it. Let me just show you very quickly. I fucking hate it. The thing with this keyboard is that if you're typing that much, it's very easy to type on places you don't want to type. So it's very sensitive, and I hate it. I literally hate it. So I think I'm gonna buy another one, another keyboard. And this is an interesting. I say this not just BS. I say this because it's literally a purchase prompt for someone who's typing all day, who's typing a lot. You get it. My wife. Your wife, your wife, your wife. Okay, no, chapped and peeling. My lips were no longer chapped and peeling. What does it mean? English is, by the way, not my first language. I have taught English myself, so still some words I can't really comprehend, even though I spent most of my time English, you know. Skillful. You know what? Fuck it. I wanna look at. Why is my Wi-Fi so slow? Let's do a quick speed test. Ah, fast AF. Okay, okay. You know what? All right, all right. I have this problem. Wait, like, fucking love this product now. Fucking love this product now. Um, very quickly, very quickly. Where's my thing? Where's my fuck? Likely lost it. Very likely. Anyways, damn it. So what I was gonna show you this one, yeah. This thing is a I don't know what it is in English, but it basically helps with dryness and chapped and peeling. And I have this problem pretty often, not all the time. And it happens mainly in the winter and after not drinking a lot of water. But lately, like I said, I've been using this for 2 to 3 days. And if you look at the previous video, that was like a week ago, I guess, I had crazy chapped and peeling here. After using this, no more. So, I do think the mechanism is real. I do think there is, like, I'm living it. So, that's a very interesting benefit. And the reason I do care about this is because it's irritating. So with some people, it affects confidence. With me, it's more I hate it here. Like I constantly tend to like bite on it and make it worse, and sometimes it's even painful. Like you can't really stretch your smile, etc. So I like this. I like this a lot. So I will even ask AF about this. How about this? I kept seeing people commenting on the benefit of this. How real is this mechanism? Or like, just explain how an electrolyte can help with this. Elec Electrode? Damn it. Okay. There is plausible method, but direct evidence is weak. Dehydration, yes. Environmental factors like in the cold. Mouth breathing, this is a big one for people who snore. Okay. Mouth breathers, snorers, snorers. I'm getting excited. I'm getting excited. I literally get dopamine from this. Licking lips. Yeah, this happens because you want to solve the problem, like unconsciously, but you make it worse. There is chronic hydration. No skin tissue that needs adequate hydration. At the cellular level. Okay. Add it as unique mechanism. And the thing is with unique mechanism, if you have heard it before, I am sure you've heard it. There is no way you haven't heard it about it. Unique mechanism is basically the explanation why the problem can't be solved with the current approaches, and why our solution solves it uniquely. So the unique is the keyword here. It looks horrible. Sure. And basically, why the problem happens. For example, for any of these, for example, let's pick morning fatigue. You wake up tired in the morning because you're currently dehydrated at the cellular level, and it can be fixed with water. So, important to note. Plain water doesn't help it. Electric balance is the missing piece. What the evidence? There's the chapped lips. Uh, okay, don't be a scientist, please. Don't keep referencing evidence, evidence, evidence. I understand it. If there is a possibility, just say me that, you know? So, I've been drinking electrolytes for a few days now, and I had this problem for about a week now, and I am aware it was because dehydration. I kept eating outside for a few days, and didn't drink enough water. And what happened is like I struggled with this problem for a week, and I was drinking water, but it didn't really work. I started using electrolytes, and within 2 days, the problem is like almost fixed. And I do think there's plausible mechanism, plausible evidence that this is real. So, uh, yeah, I just want to say that. And yeah, that will be it. Not enough water, maybe caffeine. Sure. Why the fuck did I even ask it? My specialty wants me to get my sodium intake up to 6,000 mg a day. Okay, interesting to note. It's not really useful for me because it's really specific. It's too specific, and this person has been warned by their doctor, by their specialist. So yeah, yeah, use them too. Is a runner and uses these. Yeah, runner. Fulfill my sweet craving. Oh, here. Oh, I love it. I love it. Sweet craving. I don't know if I've noted this before. Yeah, I did. I did. I did. And sweet craving is important because if you're on a diet and you keep relapsing, like me, this is an important benefit. This is a life changing benefit. This literally can help you fix your diet and just finally start losing weight. So, people get sweet cravings. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Extra info. How about people who get sweet cravings? Why can that happen of dehydration? UCAP? What's UCAP? UCAP. Food and cosmetic scanner. Likely a calorie counter. Likely a calorie counter. Okay. For the after a workout or a busy day when I don't get to drink as much water as I would like. So the thing is, okay, I'm not gonna note this. I'm just gonna because this requires in-depth thinking. You know, I'm gonna read this after it. Who? What specific group of people are the most likely to forget to drink water and therefore have the highest chance of being dehydrated? Yeah. Just finish it there. About this, there are three plausible mechanisms. When your cells are dehydrated and mineral depleted, they can't produce energy efficiently. Okay, this is important. This is why you can promise to get energy, by the way. Inputs need to fill now, and the fast fuel source is sugar. Okay, so 1% craving. Okay, this is a mechanism explanation. Your body gives vague signal when something's wrong. I need something. Low sodium triggers sugar seeking. Okay, when you're sodium depleted. Okay, love it. Or habitual for them. Okay, this is a big one. This is a big one. Busy parents. Nah. High focus. Oh. Oh. Yeah, this is real. My grandma has this problem, and she is aware constantly that she forgets to drink water. Okay, this is phenomenal. I literally might even write that right now because okay, this because the pieces starts to click together like the puzzle. What the fuck am I saying? Forget the analogy. Forget the analogy. Okay, elderly people who don't feel thirsty. Thirsty. I'm literally gonna go to Reddit because I do think there is a grandson, granddaughter who has seen this and asks if this is real and if they should be worried. I might be making shit up, but only one way to find out. Yeah. This was the persona in my mind. My 81-year-old dad still lives independent and is doing relatively well for his age, but his condition has been declining. What condition? Is it diabetes? I stayed with him for a week and to see if I could pinpoint what is going on. And how do I know this? By the way, from my own experience, because I lived a period with my grandma. And the reason this is important is because you have two avatars in this market. You have the first avatar is the like the son or daughter, like buying for his older parent. Like think about someone who's 40, 50, and that person buying for his parent who is older, 60, 70, 80. And there is just directly the persona who is experiencing the problem. So let's read it out. Okay. How do I get my aging dad to drink water? Here. So this person experiences cramps but can't drink water. Okay. Okay. The important factor here is not to jump onto this angle really quickly, but to really understand if our solution can actually help them and if it's even credible, Because if you can't sell sugar to people, why am I so bad with analogies? Oh yeah. Uh, jelly drops. Okay, I've saw. Yeah, I've seen this brand before. Yeah, these guys. These guys are big, big. 50K is a lot. The traffic here is mostly inaccurate. You need to do at least 3 to 4 times, so you can see this as 100,000 plus, and that's great. If they subscription, yeah, they do have subscription, of course. This product helps you like literally eat water. You see these jellies? They're made out of water, or sugar free and vegan, with added electrolytes and vitamins. So this is a phenomenal product. I love this product a lot. But the solution would be here to make drink water easier. So I don't think we can market. Let me just say that here, because I was too much excited. If we're going to target people who don't feel thirsty often, our solution can't be something other than making drinking water easier. If it isn't working, if if we're gonna target older people, elderly who don't feel thirsty often, and literally is constantly in dehydration, Our solution must be something they can, like, it must be something that makes drinking water easier. And the most important factor here is, first of all, thirst sensation diminishes with age, and that they use medications that increase dehydration. So I don't know if we can sell them an electrolyte, because electrolyte won't solve the problem of constantly forgetting to drink water. For older people, which is they literally forget to drink because they don't feel thirsty. So it actually makes it worse because they still forget to drink. Now they're and not getting exercise supplement either. There's the root issue. But those that have older on if there's living or have a caregiver. Exactly. That's the issue. That's why I said the second avatar, which is like the the daughter buying or the son buying for his older parents. And if they're living together, that's possible. But like normally, heart, heart. Okay, blood pressure meds. Okay, that won't help. Those would be minor systems. Okay, making water more visible. Routine-based drinking, higher one than the fluids, makes them want to drink. Yeah. So the remedy what they like to make the drink more effective. No, no, yeah, but yeah, yeah. That's what I thought. Dehydration is headache. Okay. Don't have a fake powder taste like powder. Okay. Okay. So, a must for a family. Why? Why? Tell me why. During the winter months when we're as active and during the summer months. Okay. Okay. It's an interesting angle. I don't really understand why they buy it though. How about parents buying for kids, 8 to 10? Why would they care about electrolytes and buy for the kids? If I had to guess, it's likely because fear of that they're gonna get dehydrated because they're at school all day. Yeah, sweating, running around. Okay, but most parents aren't really aware of hydration as an electrolyte, but they're aware of hydration as drinking water. So, okay, or the dehydration, to make the water moving. Okay. This is an interesting problem. Um, it's that don't drink water. Let me look up that very quick. Um, it doesn't drink water. Same problem with older folks, by the way. So, a toddler, and then search this keyword to even discover if someone has made the connection. HDHD. Save her life. Pretty dehydrated. Same issue with older folks. Our product doesn't solve it. So the main part is there's dehydration. Let me note that here. Dehydration is water and also electrolytes. So the main thing I've learned is that dehydration can mean dehydration of water and dehydration of electrolytes. And most people mean dehydration when they say dehydration, as in I don't drink water. There is a big difference, I assume. I know, but I want you to explain. Okay, this is just the solution would be here to make drinking water easier. So the taste may like we can't target these people because the solution would be make drinking water easier, but we can also educate them about minerals and electrolytes. And if they buy once, if they buy, and the kid loves it and drinks water only with electrolytes, that could be a very high LTV angle because they will keep buying over and over again. So that's an important one. But the hard part is here to make them believe and even have credible evidence that our product makes drinking water easier. If that works, we can also do the same for older people, for older folks. I am worried she's not drinking enough water. Okay, all right. Uh, I do realize now that electrolytes are mainly marketed to athletes and people in sports, but there are so many options, like so many people who still struggle with dehydration related to electrolytes, but still being underserved. This is a market gap. A market gap is like the cool traditional name, but it actually is just a knowledge gap. The product exists, you see it. Hundreds of products here. But there is knowledge gap. People don't understand the connection between electrolytes, minerals, sodium, potassium, and their symptoms they have in life. Tired, headaches, I don't know how many problems we have here. So there is a big knowledge gap, and our job as a marketer, as a copywriter, is basically to bridge that gap and show them that our product actually helps them fulfill their desire or solve their problem. That's basically what we're doing. Bone broth. Okay, this is a big one. Big one because bone broth is very popular. Very, very popular. Bone broth. So maybe, oh no. Let me just ask it for to be sure, you know. Are people buying this mainly because of the taste? Or is there like a specific benefit that people are aware that the salt or and electrolytes in this food is highly beneficial? I don't really know what I'm asking for, by the way. I just feel there's this. Okay, for gut health. Okay, so I was wrong. I was wrong as AF. Gut health. Oh, do electrolytes help with gut health? I haven't seen that benefit almost, but okay, okay. This is the point where we start making claims about a product that doesn't really. This is the territory where you can really lie about a product, so we're gonna avoid that. Okay. So, again, 1 hour research. Like, it feels like we're not really doing anything right. Like, it feels boring, but these insights will literally save or break our store, you know. Let me just proof check it with you guys. It's oh yeah, by the way, it's 2026, so happy New Year. For me, this year the biggest change I do think I will do is moving out, and I don't really know why I'm saying that, but just felt like I need to say it. So please comment down below like what you're gonna do this year, so we can have a chat. And about the product, I was gonna show the store because I do think I need to have content proof that we're not making any sales. I haven't even started advertising. Need ad account, ads manager, please. You see, no campaign, nothing is live, and yeah. So um, that will be it for this video. I hope you found it valuable, and yeah. If I had to summarize the most important learnings in this research session, it would be sugar craving, sugar craving, and this mechanism, and then pregnant women and diabetic people. Next session, I don't know what we're gonna research. It will be likely more about a little bit of reviews and researching these angles finally, because I do think this is enough to start off our deeper research sessions to get more deeper insights about the lives of these specific people. It's also when we're gonna start creating tabs here for each persona. Let's start with diabetic one, for example. And then we're gonna just go to Reddit, TikTok, Amazon, and just look for diabetes specific products so we understand what diabetics are struggling with, what do they want, what do they care about the most, and yeah, that kind of stuff. So, and like the next one will be fun. I do think it will be fun. The first 2 hours were boring, but if you watched it till this time, like you're like likely top 1%. Like I'm not really saying that to make you feel proud of yourself and just to make you feel cool. It's a reality. Most people can't watch this video. 1 hour just sitting and just watching some random dude on the internet doing research on the internet. Most people can't do that. So congrats, man. Congrats. You're like the few people who are gonna make it. And yeah, I wish you the best.